We often chase shadows, mistaking them for happiness. In our rush toward what we think will bring joy, money, fame, endless choices, we miss the essence of true contentment. This chase leads to a paradox. The more we acquire, the less satisfied we feel. The teachings of Stoicism, a philosophy that thrived in ancient Greece and Rome, offer a strikingly different path. It suggests that real happiness does not come from external acquisitions, but from cultivating an internal state of resilience and satisfaction with what we already have. Stoicism teaches that contentment comes from within, not from the latest gadget or a new car. It's about appreciating the simple things in life, a quiet moment, a conversation with a friend, the beauty of a sunset. This philosophy invites us to simplify our lives and focus on what truly matters. By doing so, we can find a more profound, more enduring form of happiness that is not susceptible to the ebbs and flows of external circumstances. In today's fast-paced world where consumerism and materialism dominate, Stoicism's call to embrace simplicity and contentment seems more relevant than ever. As we proceed, we will explore how the ancient wisdom of Stoicism can be applied to our modern lives, guiding us toward true contentment by appreciating the simple, enduring joys of life. Stoicism was founded in ancient Athens by Zeno of Citium around 300 BCE. It quickly became popular for its practical approach to philosophy, not as a theoretical study, but as a way of life. Stoics believe that the path to happiness is accepting the moment as it presents itself, by not being controlled by desire for pleasure or fear of pain, but by using one's mind to understand the world and to do one's part in nature's plan. The central tenet of Stoicism involves understanding what is in our control and what is not. According to Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, the only things we can control are our own thoughts and actions. Everything else, wealth, health, reputation, are beyond our control and thus should not be the sources of our happiness or unhappiness. By focusing on our internal selves, Stoics find serenity and resilience amidst life's inevitable challenges. Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, among others, taught that true contentment is achieved not by possessing a lot, but by wanting little. This Stoic principle does not advocate for asceticism, but for a rational, deliberate approach to desires and aversions. Understanding and practicing this can lead to a life marked not by superficial abundance, but by deep-seated fulfillment. The Stoic principle of simplicity involves more than just owning fewer possessions. It is about achieving clarity in thinking, prioritizing our values, and focusing on what truly enriches our lives. By simplifying our desires and focusing on what truly matters, we can avoid unnecessary disappointments and maintain our inner peace. This simplicity is not about deprivation, it's about alignment with our true needs and values. Embracing simplicity allows us to reduce the noise in our lives. In a world where we are bombarded by information and choices, simplicity becomes a tool to tune out the unnecessary and focus on what is truly important. This not only makes our daily lives more manageable, but also deepens our appreciation for the little joys that often go unnoticed. It's about finding beauty in the mundane and learning to live with intention and purpose. Seneca, another esteemed Stoic philosopher, famously said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." This highlights a critical aspect of Stoic simplicity. Contentment is not found in having everything, but in wanting less. This radical shift in perspective can transform our approach to life, leading us away from perpetual dissatisfaction to a state of grateful tranquility. In contemporary society, the abundance of choice can lead to paralysis rather than freedom. The modern marketplace offers endless arrays of products and experiences, making it increasingly difficult to make satisfying decisions. This phenomenon, known as the paradox of choice, can lead to greater anxiety, indecision, and dissatisfaction. Stoicism, with its emphasis on simplicity, offers a way out of this trap by advocating for fewer, more meaningful choices. The constant bombardment of digital notifications, the allure of social media, and the pressure to stay perpetually connected distract us from the essence of life. These distractions can make it harder to engage in deep, meaningful work or relationships, which are essential for true contentment. By adopting Stoic principles, we can learn to prioritize our attention and spend our time and resources on what truly adds value to our lives. This overload of choices and distractions not only complicates our lives, but also estranges us from our own desires and needs. By simplifying our external world, we can better hear our internal voice, guiding us toward decisions that align with our deepest values and aspirations. Stoicism teaches us to filter out the noise and focus on what is genuinely significant, thereby reclaiming our mental space and peace. Historical figures who practice Stoicism provide us with powerful examples of how to live a contented life through simplicity. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, used his meditations to remind himself of the importance of focusing on what he could control and letting go of everything else. His writings express a deep understanding of Stoic principles and reflect his struggles and strategies for maintaining tranquility amidst the chaos of imperial responsibilities. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, took a practical approach to Stoic simplicity. In his letters, he advised his contemporaries on how to handle wealth responsibly, how to face adversity with calmness, and how to live a life of virtue. His thoughts on the brevity of life and the importance of focusing on the present moment are particularly relevant today as we grapple with the distractions and pressures of modern living. By studying these Stoic masters, we can glean insights into managing our own lives with grace and composure. Their lives and teachings show us that it is possible to lead a fulfilling and honorable life, regardless of external circumstances, by adhering to the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Their legacy is not just in their words, but in the timeless example they set on how to live meaningfully. Embracing Stoic simplicity is a personal journey that starts with self-reflection. It requires us to examine our values, our desires, and our daily habits. Are we pursuing things that truly matter to us, or are we caught up in societal expectations? This introspection can lead to profound changes in how we live our lives, prompting us to let go of unnecessary possessions, commitments, and stresses. This process is not about renunciation, but about realignment. It's about identifying what adds true value to our lives and what detracts from it. For many, this can mean a shift towards minimalism in possessions, but more importantly, it involves a minimalism of thought and action. Focusing on fewer but more significant tasks and relationships can lead to greater satisfaction and a more profound sense of peace. The journey to simplicity also involves embracing the concept of enough. Recognizing that we have enough, are enough, and do enough can liberate us from the endless cycle of wanting more. This recognition fosters gratitude and contentment, key elements in the Stoic pursuit of happiness. As we simplify our external lives, our internal lives also become clearer and more tranquil. To integrate Stoic simplicity into daily life, begin by decluttering your physical and digital environments. This creates space not only in your surroundings but also in your mind. Each item you own and each app on your phone demands a piece of your attention. Choose wisely what to keep and what to let go. This act of decluttering can be surprisingly liberating and is the first step towards a simpler, more focused life. Next, practice mindfulness and meditation. These practices help cultivate the Stoic ability to observe your thoughts and emotions without being overwhelmed by them. They strengthen your capacity to focus on the present moment, reducing anxiety about the future and regrets about the past. Mindfulness and meditation are not just techniques, but ways of being that align closely with Stoic principles of self-control and resilience. Finally, set clear priorities based on your core values. What truly matters to you? Spend your time and energy on these priorities. This might mean choosing quality over quantity in your relationships, projects, and leisure activities. It also means saying no to things that do not align with your values, freeing up more time for what truly enriches your life. By living intentionally according to Stoic principles, you can achieve a deeper sense of satisfaction and contentment. Stoicism offers a timeless message. True contentment lies in simplicity and in appreciating what we have, rather than in an endless accumulation of possessions and experiences. This philosophy, once embraced, can transform our lives, making them richer, fuller, and more meaningful. As we simplify our lives and focus on our internal growth, we discover the quiet joy of being content with who we are and what we have. This journey towards Stoic simplicity isn't about denying ourselves the pleasures of life, but about redefining what pleasure means. It teaches us to find joy in the ordinary, to relish the process rather than just the outcomes, and to cultivate a state of peaceful satisfaction. As we strip away the non-essential, we make room for the essential, and in that space we find the freedom and peace that come from living a life in accordance with nature and reason. Embrace the Stoic path, and you may find that the most profound contentment comes not from what we acquire, but from what we let go. In this letting go, we discover not emptiness, but a fulfilling simplicity that offers more space for growth, joy, and ultimately, true happiness.